The house definitely needed updating. The woman who had lived there had been there for 50 plus years. And so marketing it, the goal was to get the most amount of money for it. So we put it on the open market, and that was a good one.
Adam, tell us a story.
I had a couple years ago a scenario where I was contacted by an estate attorney who had a client. The client had just recently passed away, and their three kids, there was two daughters and a son, were now looking to sell the house. And the siblings did not get along particularly well, and only one of them lived close by. The one who lived close by was really not super keen on selling it. He wanted to, I think, keep the house and just sort of, I don't know if he wanted to live in it himself or what he wanted to do. It was a scenario where it was a little bit challenging working with the siblings. I had to work with the estate to clean the house out, prepare it for sale, get everyone on board with the price. And then this was a unique house because it had a lot of ledge in the basement. If you don't live in the Northeast, ledge is like a type of rock. It's almost like a slate, and it's very hard. And so you went to the basement, and half the basement, it was almost built on this ledge rock, which presented some challenges. The house definitely needed updating. The woman who had lived there had been there for 50 plus years. And so marketing it, the goal was to get the most amount of money for it. So we put it on the open market, and that one was a good one. It took a little while to sell due to the market was a little bit slower than the location, the condition, but we were able to get it under agreement, and all the siblings eventually came around and agreed to sell it. So that was a good one.
Yeah, that's great. I guess I'm sure that's a common thing, is getting siblings to forever since the dawn of time, but to work together.
Yeah, and it's sad. I've been doing this a while now, over a decade, and unfortunately, a lot of times the adult children do not have the best interests of their parents at heart. They're looking out for themselves, and as such, decisions can't be made and agreed upon. If siblings don't get along, that can be very challenging. Siblings can contest will, so these things can drag on quite a bit. And when I sit down to do an initial consult with a senior client, I want to make sure that all of the decision makers are present and we're all on the same page, because that's so critical. It's obviously a little bit easier when a parent is still living. When the parent is deceased, it can be a little bit more of a challenge.
Because of sometimes the interpretation of what is going to happen with the will, or certain things, for sure. That's interesting. But that story, they ended up selling the house.
Yes, they ended up selling the house to a family who moved in, and they were adamant that they wanted to replace the windows. It's been probably 4 or 5 years. Those windows are still not replaced. I opened the house recently, and those are still the original windows. So I don't know if they've done anything on the inside, but yeah, nothing's changed with those windows.
Okay, that's funny. Sometimes we get ahead of ourselves, or I'll get to it eventually.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thanks.
Hey guys, if you're liking this content and are eager to hear more, I would encourage you to keep on watching. Click on the button to subscribe, and you will be the first to get new, fresh content as soon as I put it on the internet.